it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Today is Friday. I think it's the 23rd. And so I wanted to get a little bit of a video in for you today. So welcome to the recovery room. And I will, I wanted to show you the my start of the Luck of the Draw blanket because I'm real excited to be able to do another Luck of the Draw this year. If you're not aware of that we're doing another Luck of the Draw, it is Luck of the Draw Boggy Creek edition, meaning just that it's a shorter version. You can make a Boggy Creek blanket in the 10 weeks that Trish is hosting Luck of the Draw 9. Trish is Mama Swift from Mama Swift Crochet. If you don't know her, she will be linked in the description box below. She was doing videos for a while, then she quit for about a year, and now she's coming back, and she's starting with a vengeance with Luck of the Draw. So every week on Thursday morning, she picks a number. You have already picked out up to 8 colors. She has 8 numbers in her little bag of numbers. So you have 8 colors that you've picked out plus a base color. You pick out a project. Boggy Creek edition suggests that hopefully you make a Boggy Creek blanket to send to the kids at camp. But if not, that's completely fine. I've made tote bags. I've made Ruana things. People have made stuffed animals like snakes. Trish came out with a pattern, and I cannot remember it, but it is in the Boggy Creek playlist, a Boggy Creek blanket tutorial playlist that also will be in the description box below. And that is the pattern that I'm using. Because it's only 10 weeks this time, I picked out 8 colors to begin with, but then I changed it to 4. Simply because I thought, 10 weeks, some of these numbers might not even get picked, and there just won't be enough yarn used, I think, per skein of yarn. Dropping stuff all over. I just don't think that I would use enough from each skein of yarn to make it worth having 8. Plus, you won't see them that many times on some of the colors, like maybe never. So I went down to 4, and so each of my colors has 2 numbers on it. My main color is black. If you big ball of black yarn, that is Dreamweaver yarn that I used to be able to get. And then I went down to only 4 colors. So this bright pink Craft Value yarn called Neon Pink is my colors number 4 and 7. My big twist Varsity Orange are my numbers 1 and 5. I just randomly picked them out of the bag. I had numbered them 1 through 8 when I had 8, and so I took the 4 colors that I decided not to use, took them out, and then randomly picked from the other 4 colors and said the numbers I was missing. Oops. Here we go. Big twist in, I think this is the gecko green one. Yeah, green gecko are my numbers 6 and 2. I just write them on the ball band. It makes it easier for me. Now, if I had scrap balls, I'd have to keep a little card. Trish keeps a little card, but she's doing 3 blankets because she's way too much of an overachiever. And then I have this safety yellow, also big twist. Oh man, that's blowing out really bad in the sunlight. This is my colors number 3 and 8. One of those 2 colors was the number called this week. And so this is what my blanket is looking like so far. I'm getting a glare. There's a sun coming right in this window. So this is what my blanket's looking like so far. This is Trish's pattern. And it's something Fireside Cabin or something like that it's called. So I'm doing, this is the base, foundation row right here. And then this is the repeat. So I'm doing 2 rows of my main color, and then I'm doing 5 rows, even though it's a 2-row repeat. I don't care. I'm doing 5 rows of the color of the week, and then 2 rows of my main color. So next week, when she draws, I'll start with whatever color number coordinates, and then I'll do 2 more rows of the black. So 5 rows of the main color, 2 rows of the black, 5 rows of the main color, 2 rows of the black. My idea is going to be to end in the black. Your blanket can go, she said on her sample that she made Boggy Creek size, she did 70 rows. So if I'm going to aim at 70 rows to be the target, that's why I'm doing 7 rows per week. And I decided I wanted the bright color to be way bigger than the base color, but I wanted enough of the base color to, break it up really nice. So right now it looks like a bumblebee, but this is my color. If you are following Trisha's pattern, Juan did a tutorial, Juan the Yarn Addict, he did the tutorial. And as I said, the tutorial is listed in the description, or in the playlist below. So you start with not a foundation chain, but you make like little loops. He explains how to do that. You make as many loops as you want, as wide as you want your blanket to be. I've been crocheting 5 or 6 or 7 years, I don't know. And I always have an issue still to this day. Okay, I'm sorry. The phone was ringing. I thought I cut my video off. I always still have a real problem with tension. My tension is never the same. And things will, I'll make a 40-inch foundation row because Boggy blankets are 35 to 40 inches wide, 40 to 50 inches long, or a 40-inch circle or square. So I will, start with my whatever 40 inches, 35 inches, whatever it is. And by the time I get a row or two on there, it's not the same size. And it might get bigger, it might get smaller. You just never know. That's just how it is with me. So I started at like 37 or 38 inches with the little loopies. And after I had like 3 rows on, which then made me determine that I only wanted 2 rows of black, I was 46 inches. I don't know how I did that. My stitch counts were right. I must have, I don't know. That's how it works for me quite frequently. So that being said, my loops started at 38 loops. And when I had the first 2 rows on, I was, so I started with 38 foundation loops, and I think my blanket was 35 inches wide. Then I added couple of rows and I measured again and I was like 36 and a half, which falls right in there, so I left it. If I have room to grow, even though like my sides are straight, everything is good, my stuff sometimes grows in the first couple rows, which is why I have a hard time with garments. I gotta make them big and bulky because if I don't, I have an issue. So what else have I been working on? I have been working on my squares for the purple square blanket. And these are like, and my cat's meow, but I find I'm in the recliner 90% of the time with my foot up. Every day I can sit a little bit longer in like this kind of a, straight back chair with my leg down, but it still swells really bad. I'm 2 weeks today out of knee replacement surgery. And the swelling in the knee is affecting my ability to move around. So they're like, stay in the chair, keep the leg nice and elevated. And so then I'm leaning back all the time, and I just have a hard time crocheting that way. It doesn't flow right. It seems like a lot of work. It's not comfortable. Not that I don't want to crochet all day long every day while I'm sitting in this chair with nothing much else to do. It's like, God, I could be whipping out the blankets. I'm crocheting so much slower. It's aggravating me. And I need to sit up straighter to crochet. I'm doing it. It just takes me way longer. My arms get tired because I feel like I'm holding them up all the time. One of my friends, Lynn, said put pillows under my arms to help support them so they stay up higher. And I have tried, doing that, but mostly I just crochet for like 20 minutes, put it down, crochet a square, put it down. But I did crochet all of that blanket at one time. I mean, it's only 7 rows, so not a big deal, but I did sit down at one sitting and do that, and anyway, so I have still been working on the squares. I think I have 44 of them in the purples and the blues. I have gone through a whole skein of the blue and had to get into a second. This is Big Twist Sapphire. This is a square. No, wait. Well, yeah. No, wait. Let me get down to the... There's two different really colored purples. And I think this is the purple. So this purple with this color border, I think is the purple that was sent in. And then some solid squares in that same purple. And this is the closest I had to match. They're really quite, they're good enough. So I've been adding these. And I believe I have 11 purple solids, 11 blue solids, 11 purple and variegated, and 11 of these. So I think I have 44. Excuse me, dropped it on the floor. I think I have a total of 44 of each square. If I do that join that Juan does, where you just match them up and you put wrong sides together, and then you like single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the space, chain 3, single crochet in the space. That's a really fast join, and I really like it. I'm going to join with white, solid white, and I really want 44 squares to be enough. So I don't think I'm going to use that join because it doesn't add really any size to my blanket, and I need to measure these. Wait, I do have. They're supposed to be 5-inch, but I'm sure they're not 5-inch. Well, that one's 5-inch. 5 to 5.5 inches. So if I go 44 of them and make a square, 4 times 5, right? So, wait, would be 20 inches. That isn't nearly big enough. But then that would be, I don't know. I got to do some math in my head and figure it out. But I really kind of want to, I'm tired of making these squares. And it's not like I'm crocheting a lot, but I'm tired of making these particular squares. So I want to figure out a way to make this blanket be big enough. So I think I'm going to do like you crochet around and then join that way. Crochet with the white around each square to make a white border, and then you join those borders together. Tracy at Crochet Rocks has a really good tutorial for that. And I've done it before, but it's been a while since I've done it, so I'll have to like watch the tutorial and refresh my brain. But it adds a couple of inches because you get, or an inch and a half or whatever all the way around, because you get another row of double crochets all the way around in the white. And I think that'll really set it off. And then if I add a border, I'm hoping that's the plan. Except that join, you kind of, I think, after a while, have to be able to lay your blanket on the table. So that might be an issue for me. Juan's join I can do sitting in the recliner, I know for sure, but then I need to make more squares, and I'm tired of squares for a while. Because I did the last blanket, I made half the squares. Half of them were given to me from Lynanne, from Nina's Knots Crochet, the ones that everybody sent in, and the beginning of these purple ones were also sent in, and then I made the rest of them. I think I started with 10 or 15 squares, and now I'm at 44. So maybe I need 45 to make it more easily divisible. 5 and 9 go that way or something. I don't know. But like I said, I really don't want to make more. So there's that. And that's pretty much all the crochet I've been doing. I haven't worked on the cat's meow pretty much all week because, as I said, sitting in the recliner and crocheting, the recliner downstairs is easier for me to sit in and crochet. This one, the back lays down faster then the legs come up, you know what I mean? Like this one goes back this way, kind of, and it goes back flatter, so the back goes down further. By the time I get my legs up as high as I want them to be, I'm like practically laying flat. In my recliner downstairs, the back doesn't go as flat, so the legs can, and I can sit up straighter. Um, just that there's been some stress issues on my knee, and I'm not allowed to go up and down the stairs unassisted, so I've just been staying up here. It's just way too, I feel bad asking people. I gotta go upstairs to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. They have to follow me up and down the stairs. They don't complain about it, but, um, for the last half the time that I've been up here, since my surgery, for the first few days, I'm not allowed to do the stairs because you're just not strong enough. Then I was allowed to do the stairs. Then I stressed my leg, and now, well, then it was bleeding. Then I was bed rest for another, day or so. And then back to working it out a little bit. Then I stressed it and hurt it. So then I'm back on semi-bed rest, and I'm not allowed to do the stairs again. I'm like, oh, good golly. So, so the cat's meow just keeps sitting there waiting for me to get in a comfortable crocheting position. I won't, but sitting here right now it's been pretty good on my knee. It feels pretty good. Stretching it out a little bit, getting it bent a little bit. So anyway, it's a long, slow process, and I understand that, but I am impatient with myself. I want to be back to normal already. They say it takes a full year to recover from knee replacement surgery, to be completely healed and have your apparatus, like your body, accept it and everything good and done. And it's been 2 weeks, so I need to be patient. I know. As Lynanne says, give yourself some grace. Let yourself heal, Lynette. Give yourself some grace. Okay. Not happening so much, I have to say that. But that's enough on my health. It's just that now my crochet is suffering because I can't crochet the way I want to, in the manner that I want to, in the speed that I have all this time to do nothing but sit and crochet. And I'm like, oh God, it's not even comfortable. It's not as enjoyable if you're not comfortable, right? So I'm not really complaining. I'm just saying this is why I'm sitting around and not getting much crochet done. But I do want to get that blanket joined and like start something new. I don't know quite what. There have been several blankets designs made for Boggy Creek, and I kind of, as an initiator of give us some blankets to do, I kind of feel like I want to do them all, particularly if they're not real intricate patterns. So there's that. Juan came out with a really cool one with squiggly lines in it, and it's a mile a minute. I know he's got a tutorial. I've never completed a mile a minute blanket. Anybody else never completed a mile a minute blanket? Raise your hand. No, I won't tell anybody. I've started a couple. I did a couple. I tried a couple of crochet alongs that were samplers, and I could never get them to be this, like they would do different stitches, and I could never get the stitches to be, each section to be the same length. It became a real issue for me, and I quit doing the blankets. And I ripped them out, and I just frogged the whole idea because it became aggravating. And I don't want crochet to be aggravating. This is fun, right? But I think Juan's is the same pattern for each line of the mile a minute. So I think I want to try that because I've always wanted to complete a mile a minute. And it's supposed to be fast, a mile a minute, right? So I might give that one a look. My precious yarnery, Angela, has come out with a couple. I think I'm going to have to re-verify it with her, but I think she's got 4 blankets that she's designed in Boggy Creek size that are easy repeats, so that people can make them up quickly and easily and watch TV. And then Jaxie's come out with some intricate ones. Looks like they're intricate. I haven't watched the tutorial yet, but beautiful. I do know that. And so who doesn't want to make a beautiful blanket? So there's all that. And then, maybe I want to crochet something that's not a blanket, but the dishcloth thing is coming out too. And I'm real excited to do that, but I got to get into the yarn room and get my cotton yarn that's buried. And the yarn room is looking like really bad, guys. We got to get in there, because I've gotten yarn in, and then, after I got yarn in, right before and then after my surgery. I'm not climbing stairs in there to put yarn away. Let's be serious. Um, and so I need somebody to like help maneuver things in my yarn room. Things aren't even getting put away. Like the 4 extra colors that I didn't use for the Boggy Blanket, they're sitting in a bag to get put away. I never put away the roving, the ice cream roving yarn that I got. It's sitting in the box there. And so but I need help with that. And even though my daughter's coming over every day to sit with me so I'm not alone, she's working. And she's just working remotely this week. It just worked out very conveniently that she's working remote. So, she can't be playing in the yarn room with me, even though she says she wants to help. But, she's got her own home to take care of and her own life to live. And Chloe started college, so there was the whole move-in thing, and now decorate and shop and all that. So there's food in her dorm room, and because they have a kitchenette or actually a full-size kitchen, she shares with 3 other girls, and so they have 4 other girls. There's 3 or 4 of them in the room. 4 or 5 of them in the room. And they have a full-size kitchen and a full-size refrigerator and a dishwasher, like the whole 9 yards. It's like a 4-bedroom apartment, and so they can, they cook, so they, need food and condiments and, just stuff. So Amanda's all gung-ho to help set up with all that, and so it's been a really busy time for her. And to ask Roy, Roy will help. Don't get me wrong, he will definitely help. He's a really good guy. And if I said, hey, let's go play in the yarn room, he would be like, oh, okay, let's do it. And I want it to be fun, not like, oh, I'm sorry. Can you get me that? I'm really sorry. Not that he would be upset about it, but there's not a lot of room in there, and he's not going to be like, oh, look at that really pretty yarn. And that's what I want to do. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. Maybe this weekend Amanda can give me some time. Not that she hasn't given me so much of her time. That's the whole thing. So anyway, that's another crochet. I don't have the yarn yet out for the, but that's another couple weeks away yet. But I have to see if I even have black on the, and browns on the I can't remember what she's calling it, but the year of dishcloths that Laura from Mammy's Crochet is starting. I'm like kind of excited to do it. But I have to see it. She wants to start with the penguin, which starts the winter, because the book is divided. I think I have it right here. Yeah, I do. Within reach. So it's a year of dishcloths, and the book is divided, and there's little colored tabs even on the pages for the different seasons. So she wants to start with the winter season because that's what's coming up, and do all of the patterns that are for winter, which includes a penguin, a gingerbread house, a snowman, and a Rudolph. But snowflake, you can do whatever colors you want for your things. But if you're going to do the snowman Santa Claus, I guess it's just Santa Claus, probably want white for his beard. I know I have white, but Rudolph is brown. And I might have tans, which I don't mind doing them in tan. But I'm not sure if I have any black. I think I might have, like for a penguin. The penguin could be orange if you wanted him to. It doesn't really matter. They have this real cute snowman there. Snowman needs to be white. Like I said, I know I have white. No, I'm good right now. Okay, I'm doing a video. Let me talk to you in a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, you didn't know. But I don't know what you want for lunch, and Papa's gonna be home. Pick something. I don't care. There isn't. Okay, hold on. Let me finish. Okay. So anyway, I need to find my yarns to see what I need to get before we get started. I think I might have some stonewash black. I might have some tan. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I looked at my cotton yarns. So anyway, if you're not ready for that, just, get ready for it, because I think it'll be fun. Thanks for watching, guys. My daughter needs me. It's almost lunchtime. I'm starving. And so she wants to know what I want. So we're going to go figure that out. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and doing all the things. Bye-bye.